this is our final example here on how to solve proportions. Okay, so again, what you want to do is identify your variable. So our variable is located right here. So notice it's the letter D, D for dollars. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up my ratios here. So I have D over 5. I don't know how many dollars for 5 miles, but I do know that for $9, it's 7.5 miles, right? And again, notice that the variable is on top, so it's nice and neat for me. So I want to isolate the variable. So then I notice that right here, this bar means divide. So I have to do division, so I could get rid of this 5 here. All right, so the opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply on both sides by 5. Now, okay, I turn every whole number into a fraction, okay, just to make it easy. So then I have here 5 times d is 5d, and then 1 times 5 is 5, is equal to 9 times 5 is 45, and then 1 times 7.5 is 7.5, okay? All right, so here, right here, 5 divided by 5 gives me a 1, so I have 1d is equal to, and then 45 divided by 7.5. Now there's a few ways you could approach this one. You could use decimals, as you saw me use one in the previous one. But let's have a little fun with this, yes? I could take this fraction right here, let's put it to the side. 45 over 7.5. Okay, so those of you that have been practicing your iReadies, right? Whenever you have a decimal like this, notice that it's on the tens place, right? So you could multiply here by 10 to make it a whole number, but you also have to do it to the top as well. So what this will equal to is 450 over 75. Why is that important? Well, then you could start simplifying from here. So 450 over 75, right? 450 and 75 kind of reminds me of quarters. So what I could do is divide by 25. So I have to ask myself, how many quarters are in each one of these, right? So 75 cents has 3 quarters, so that's why I have 3 here. Now 450, I have to be more creative and think about, well, 100 has 4 quarters. So since it has 400, that'll be 4 times 4, which is 16 quarters, but 2 extra quarters. That'll be 18, I believe, right? Now, to verify, let's check. I might be wrong. So let's go over here, hit enter. So 450 divided by 25. So I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's 18. All right, see? So my mental math worked right there. Okay, so then you divide this part right here, so it's a little easier for me to divide that, right? 18 divided by 3. Okay, 18 divided by 3 would be, I believe, okay, 6, right? So let's check, right? So I hit enter here. 18 divided by 3. Yep, it's 6. So you see, I verified my stuff here. So right here, it's going to be 6. So I have D equals 6. So what that means is that for $6, okay, it's 5 miles. Okay, so that's the ratio there. But some of you are like, well, how do you do it that other method that you were talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's see. Let me show you real quick here. All right. So what you want to do is figure out, well, what's the relation between the 5 and the 7.5? Do I divide? Do I multiply? You know, what do I do? Well, if you play around with it a little bit, if you multiply by 1.5, you should get 7.5. Let's check. So we go here, hit enter. So 5 times 1.5, just to play around with it. And look, I do get 7.5, which is kind of nice. So that means, right, if I go this way, right, 5 times 1.5, I get that one. But here's the problem. I don't have anything here. So you're like, Mr. Mentor, what do we do? Well, let's go backwards. If I go this route, I have to multiply. So to go backwards, I have to divide. So to go backwards, I divide by 1.5. And I'll show you that it works. So if I take 7.5 and divide it by 1.5, I get 5. So to go from 9 to the variable here, I also have to divide by 1.5, and I should get 6 if I did my math right. So let's go check. 9 divided by 1.5, and I get 6. So you see I verified it, which is kind of nice. So that means that D is $6, right? So notice that I did it differently just to verify my answer. So with these kind, when you have decimals like this, it's kind of handy to have a calculator to check your work just to see if you're going in the right direction. So hopefully you found this video useful. All right.